Imagine, if you will, that your life is a vast garden, and each thought you harbor is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your mind. Some seeds blossom into beautiful flowers, while others sprout weeds that choke your joy and abundance. Now, what if I told you there is one simple sentence, one seed of divine power, that, when spoken and believed, can transform your entire garden in just 24 hours? Yes, one sentence, like a magical incantation, that sets in motion the invisible forces of the universe to align in your favor. This sentence is not a mere collection of words. It is a declaration of your divine right to live in prosperity, peace, and joy. It is the key that unlocks the treasure chest of your true self, the vessel through which your desires flow effortlessly into manifestation. Accept this sentence with conviction, with faith, and with feeling. For the spoken word is your wand, your creative power made flesh. Say it now. I now release all resistance and open myself to receive the abundant blessings that the universe is eager to pour into my life. Feel these words as if your heart already sings with the joy of fulfillment. Do not doubt, do not hesitate. Trust wholly that the divine intelligence is already arranging circumstances and people to serve your highest good. The moment you declare this truth, the chains of limitation fall away, and miracles begin their quiet work. Remember, the law of manifestation is simple yet profound. What you feel and what you affirm with unwavering faith will become your reality. Resist the temptation to question or to hold fear. Instead, embrace the certainty that your spoken word is the seed of creation. Let this sentence be your beacon, your guiding star in the night. Speak it morning and night, and watch as doors open, opportunities appear, and your life flows in a way that astonishes you. Know this: you are a co-creator with the divine. The universe responds to your word as a loving parent responds to the cries of a child. Your sentence is your call, your prayer, your command to the infinite. Hold it sacred, and in 24 hours, you will witness the gentle but unstoppable blossoming of a new reality. The spoken word is not merely a sound that escapes your lips. It is the very power by which worlds are created and transformed. It is the divine instrument placed within you, a sacred tool entrusted to manifest the invisible into the visible. Understand deeply that every word you utter carries a vibration, a magnetic energy that reaches out into the unseen realms and commands the substance of your reality to take shape accordingly. When you speak, you are planting seeds in the fertile soil of the universe, seeds that will grow and bear fruit in your experience. Consider this: the words you use are the architects of your destiny. They build the house of your future, brick by brick, thought by thought, sound by sound. If you wish to live in a mansion of joy, abundance, and health, then your words must be those of confidence, assurance, and faith. If, however, you fill your speech with fear, doubt, and negativity, you will find your life constructed of bricks of struggle, lack, and disappointment. It is not magic, it is natural law. Every time you speak negatively, I cannot, I am not enough, I am poor, you sow seeds of limitation in the garden of your mind. These seeds grow silently but surely, drawing to you circumstances that echo the vibration of your words. The universe is impartial and responds to the energy behind your words, not to the words themselves as mere syllables. Your spoken word is a command to the creative power within you, instructing it on what to produce. Thus, if you desire to change your life, you must change your words. Words are more than communication, they are creative acts. The spirit moves through your voice, giving life to your spoken intentions. The creative power hears the tone of your voice and the feeling behind your word. This is why affirmations spoken with feeling and faith have the power to alter your world. Without feeling, words are like seeds cast on barren ground. With feeling, they are seeds cast upon fertile soil, destined to flourish. Reflect on the great truths of life. The beginning of all creation is the word. Just as the breath of life stirred the formless void into order, so your words breathe life into your circumstances. Your spoken word is your wand, your tool to call forth what you desire. When you grasp this truth and begin to speak carefully and deliberately, you begin to master your fate. How often do you find yourself caught in careless speech, unaware of the seeds you plant. You may speak doubt when confronted with difficulty or worry aloud about lack. Yet, each careless word weakens your power and affirms the very thing you wish to avoid. This is why it is so important to guard your speech as a treasure. Speak only that which you want to become true. Speak only that which reflects the highest vision of yourself. Let your words be your promise to the divine and to your own soul. If you desire peace, say, I am peace. If you desire wealth, say, I am abundant. If you desire health, say, I am whole and well. Speak these words not as empty phrases, but as truths already realized in the unseen world. The creative forces respond to your certainty, not your doubt. Do not be discouraged if your spoken word does not immediately transform your external world. The seed must first take root beneath the surface, before the plant appears. Trust the unseen work being done in your favor. The universe works in perfect timing, and your words set the divine plan into motion. Remember also that silence is a form of speech. When you hold your tongue from negative utterances, you give room for the good to enter. Choose silence over doubt and fear, for in silence the soil is prepared for the word of faith to grow. Your spoken word is a sacred pact with the unseen creative power within and around. It is a law as certain as the rising sun. By becoming aware of the immense power in your speech, you empower yourself to create a life filled with grace, joy, and success. The power is yours. Use it wisely and deliberately, and watch the miraculous unfold before your eyes. There is a great and simple truth to understand about the flow of life. Resistance is the only barrier between you and the abundant blessings that are already seeking entrance into your world. The universe is a vast ocean of limitless good, constantly moving and ready to pour its treasures into your hands. Yet, if you stand in opposition, holding tight to doubt, fear, or limiting beliefs, you create a dam that blocks this flow. To receive what is yours by divine right, you must learn to release all resistance and open yourself like a channel through which blessings may freely pass. Resistance is the tension of the mind and heart that says, I do not deserve this, or this is too difficult, or it cannot be done. Such thoughts and feelings contract the field of possibility and push away the very good you see. The universe is not harsh or indifferent. It is responsive and gentle, but it cannot fill a vessel that is closed, locked, or clenched tight. When your heart holds on to resentment, worry, or skepticism, you close the door on your blessing. The key to receiving is to loosen your grip and surrender to the divine current that flows through all things. Understand that resistance often comes disguised as practical concerns or realistic thinking. The voice of fear whispers, you must struggle to earn your success, or you are not ready. These are lies spoken from the illusion of limitation, not from the eternal truth of your divine inheritance. To break free, you must learn to trust that the universe is always working for you, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. This trust is a sacred surrender, not a passive waiting, but an active opening to receive. The moment you release resistance, you create space for miracles to enter. Imagine a river flowing freely. If you place a stone in its path, the water pools and stagnates. Remove the stone, and the river rushes forward again, carrying life and nourishment. So it is with your own life force. When resistance is lifted, the current of divine abundance surges unhindered, bringing health, joy, prosperity, and peace. This opening is not about ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It is about recognizing that your true power lies not in battling the world, but in aligning yourself with the universal flow. When you stop resisting, you are not giving up. You are stepping into a greater power that can work through you. Resistance is a wall built by the mind, but surrender is a door opened by the heart. To release resistance, begin by examining your thoughts and feelings honestly. Are you holding on to doubt or fear? Are you clinging to old stories of lack or failure? These are the places where resistance now. Bring these to the light of your awareness and gently let them go. Affirm instead, I am open to receive all good, and feel the truth of this in your body and soul. Practice the art of acceptance, not resignation, but the acceptance that what you desire is already yours in the invisible realm. Feel the joy and gratitude as if your blessings have already arrived. This feeling dissolves resistance, because it aligns you with the creative power that brings form to desire. The universe responds to your inner state far more than to your outward circumstance. Remember also that releasing resistance requires patience and kindness toward yourself. Old habits of fear and doubt do not vanish overnight. Each time you catch yourself resisting, gently remind yourself to open once more. This is a practice, a sacred discipline of aligning your will with divine will. Know that the universe is always ready to answer the call of a heart, open to receive. It does not require grand actions or heroic efforts, only a willing and receptive spirit. The blessings you seek flow naturally when you become like a clear stream, unobstructed and flowing freely toward your life. This teaching invites you to become aware of the subtle blocks that may hold you back, and to choose daily to release them. In doing so, you step into the powerful truth that good is your natural state, and abundance your birthright. When resistance dissolves, miracles become your constant companions, and the river of life carries you effortlessly toward your highest good. Faith and feeling are the twin forces that move mountains and open the doors to every good thing you desire. They are not mere hopeful thoughts or fleeting emotions. They are the very foundation upon which the entire manifestation process rests. Without faith and feeling, your words remain empty sounds, and your desires stay locked away in the realm of wishful thinking. But when you combine unwavering faith with deep feeling, you ignite a creative power that compels the unseen forces to answer your call. Faith is the confident assurance that what you desire is already yours, though it may not yet be visible. It is the belief that the invisible world operates according to divine laws that are faithful and unchanging. To have faith means to trust in this unseen reality, to stand firm in the knowledge that the good you seek is flowing toward you, even if your senses have not yet perceived it. It is the anchor that holds you steady amidst the shifting tides of circumstance. Feeling, on the other hand, is the emotional counterpart to faith. It is the sense of joy, gratitude, and fulfillment that accompanies the belief in your heart. Feeling is the language of the soul and the vehicle through which faith becomes alive and vibrant. It is not enough to say, "I believe," if your heart is heavy with doubt or fear. The feeling must match the faith. It must be as real and as vivid as if your desire had already manifested. When faith and feeling work together, they create a magnetic force that draws your desire from the invisible into the visible realm. This force is so powerful that it overcomes all obstacles, dissolves resistance, and rearranges circumstances to align with your intention. The universe is like a great mirror, reflecting back to you the images you hold firmly in your heart and mind. It is important to understand that the feeling must be genuine. Pretending to feel joy or gratitude without truly embodying it will not move the creative power effectively. Your emotions are the soil in which your desires take root. When you nurture these emotions with sincerity, you cultivate an environment where your desires can flourish. Consider the example of a gardener who plants seeds and then waters them with care. Faith is the planting of the seed, the act of setting your intention. Feeling is the water and sunlight that nourish that seed, encouraging it to sprout and grow. Without either one, the seed will not produce fruit. The same is true for your manifestation. You must also guard against allowing negative feelings to seep into your consciousness, for they have the power to counteract your faith. Fear, doubt, impatience, and worry are like weeds that choke the growth of your desires. When such feelings arise, acknowledge them but do not feed them. Replace them swiftly with thoughts and feelings of trust and gratitude. The process of combining faith and feeling requires practice and discipline. Each day, take time to cultivate this powerful state. Visualize your desire clearly, then feel the emotion of having it now. Feel the joy, the relief, the excitement, and the peace that come with fulfillment. Let these feelings wash over you until they become your dominant state of being. Remember, the law of manifestation responds not just to what you think, but to what you feel. It is the feeling behind the thought that carries the greatest creative weight. This is why many find that simply repeating affirmations without feeling them often fails to produce lasting results. Faith breathed into feeling is the true creative act. When you embody this truth, you become a living magnet for all that you desire. Your words become charged with power, your intentions become clear, and the invisible forces align themselves to bring your dreams to fruition. This is the secret that turns the ordinary into the extraordinary and the impossible into the inevitable. Walk in faith and feel deeply, for in these two lies the power to transform your world. The moment you embrace this union, you step into your rightful place as co-creator with the infinite. The universe awaits your command, ready to respond to the faith and feeling you offer. Consistent affirmation is the golden thread that weaves the fabric of your desired reality into being. It is the steady voice that speaks truth to the invisible forces, reminding them of your unwavering intention and calling forth the manifestation of your dreams. Without consistency, the creative power you hold becomes like a flickering flame, uncertain and weak. But with regular, purposeful affirmation, your words become a steady drumbeat, commanding the universe to align and respond. Imagine the process as planting a garden. One seed sown and forgotten may never take root, but seeds planted consistently and tended daily flourish into a bountiful harvest. So too with your affirmations, spoken regularly and with intention, they plant the seeds of your desires firmly in the fertile ground of your subconscious. This is the soil where miracles grow, nurtured by repetition and faith. The law of attraction and manifestation is not a one-time event. It is a continuous flow that responds to the vibrational frequency you emit through your thoughts and words. When you affirm consistently, you maintain a clear and steady frequency that matches your desire. This clarity and steadiness send a powerful signal to the creative forces, making it easier for them to arrange circumstances and opportunities in your favor. Consistency in affirmation also builds faith. Each time you repeat your positive statements, you reinforce your belief in their truth. Doubts and fears, which often sneak in like shadows, are dispelled by the light of persistent affirmation. Your mind begins to accept your affirmations as fact, and your heart begins to feel the reality of your desire. This alignment of mind and heart creates a powerful magnetic field that attracts what you seek. It is important to understand that affirmations are not magic spells to be uttered casually. They are sacred declarations of your intent, made with reverence and focus. The power behind an affirmation comes not only from the words themselves, but from the feeling and belief you pour into them. When repeated consistently, they program your subconscious mind, which then works tirelessly to bring your spoken word into physical form. Many falter because they expect immediate results, or become discouraged when their circumstances do not change overnight. But manifestation is a process of steady growth, not instant gratification. Like a tree that takes time to grow strong roots before it bears fruit, your affirmations must be nurtured with patience and dedication. Continue to speak your truth daily, and trust that the invisible forces are working behind the scenes. Consistency also guards against the intrusion of negative thoughts. Life's challenges and unexpected setbacks may tempt you to speak words of doubt or despair. However, a foundation built on steady affirmation creates a refuge of strength where negativity cannot easily penetrate. It becomes your armor, protecting your vision and keeping your energy focused on the good you desire. In practice, consistent affirmation means setting aside time each day to speak your intentions clearly and with feeling. Whether morning, evening, or throughout the day, choose moments to repeat your affirmations with full attention. Visualize your desires as already accomplished, and let the words flow from a place of certainty and joy. Know that the creative power you invoke through consistent affirmation is always at work, even when you are not consciously aware of it. Your subconscious mind listens attentively and arranges events, people, and circumstances to match your repeated statement. This is why persistence is key. The more you affirm, the stronger and more unmistakable your signal becomes. By making affirmation a daily habit, you train your mind to dwell on your desires and to align your actions with them. Your thoughts become purposeful, your feelings supportive, and your words powerful. The invisible laws respond in kind, bringing forth your dreams with grace and ease. Embrace the discipline of consistent affirmation, for it is the bridge between your inner world and outer experience. Through this steady practice, you claim your rightful place as the master of your destiny, wielding the power of the spoken word to create a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. You are not a mere passenger in the journey of life, but a co-creator with the infinite intelligence that governs all things. This truth is both a privilege and a profound responsibility. The creative power that brought the universe into existence flows through you in response to the words you speak, the thoughts you hold, and the intentions you set. To understand that you are a co-creator with the divine is to step into the throne of your own life and claim the authority to shape your experience. This co-creative power is not distant or abstract. It is as near as your breath and as immediate as your next spoken word. The divine works through you, not apart from you. Your thoughts are the blueprint, your words the command, and your feelings the energy that moves the blueprint into form. When you realize this, you see that the universe is not an outside force to be conquered or begged, but a loving partner eager to collaborate with you. To walk in this truth, you must become aware of the immense power your words carry. Every word you speak is a directive sent forth into the unseen realm, instructing the creative forces to bring forth that which you declare. This is why it is said that the tongue holds the power of life and death. The words you choose are seeds planted in the fertile soil of the invisible, destined to grow and manifest. Because you are a co-creator, your responsibility is to use your words wisely and with intention. Speak only those things that uplift, inspire, and align with the highest good. When you utter words of doubt, fear, or limitation, you are unknowingly instructing the creative power to manifest those conditions. Conversely, when you speak words of faith, love, and abundance, you call forth blessings in abundance. Recognize also that co-creation involves partnership and trust. Just as a dance requires both partners to move in harmony, your role is to set the intention and maintain faith, while the divine orchestrates the details beyond your view. You may not always see how the pieces fit together immediately, but trust that the universe is working in perfect order to bring your desires into form. This understanding invites you to step out of the role of victim or helpless observer and into the role of empowered creator. You have the ability to shape your circumstances through your conscious choices of thought and word. The power to change your life lies within your own voice. Be mindful, therefore, of the conversations you hold with yourself and others. Inner dialogues and spoken words form the substance of your reality. When negative self-talk or limiting beliefs arise, know that you have the power to change them by consciously redirecting your speech and thoughts toward positive, life-affirming truth. Co-creation also means living with awareness of the creative process. This awareness transforms everyday moments into opportunities for intentional manifestation. Every choice you make, every word spoken, every thought embraced, becomes a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Moreover, to be a co-creator is to live in alignment with divine principles, such as love, harmony, and abundance. These are not abstract ideals, but practical guides that help you direct your creative power wisely. When your words and intentions come from a place of love rather than fear, from trust rather than doubt, your creations reflect those qualities. Understand that this partnership with the divine is not limited by time or space. Your spoken word sets in motion a timeless power that works beyond the constraints of your immediate perception. The seeds you plant today will grow according to divine timing, unfolding in the perfect season. You are invited to claim this co-creative power with confidence and humility. Confidence, because it is your birthright. Humility, because it acknowledges the divine intelligence guiding the process beyond your limited understanding. When you live as a co-creator, you become a beacon of light, drawing to yourself all that is good and true. Your life becomes a testament to the power of conscious creation, inspiring others to recognize their own creative potential. Remember always that the universe is a mirror reflecting back the words you speak and the feelings you hold. Speak with intention, feel with conviction, and live with the awareness that you are an active participant in the unfolding of your destiny. This sacred partnership empowers you to move beyond limitation and into a life of abundant creation, where your highest dreams are not only possible but inevitable. Together, these truths reveal the magnificent power you hold within, the power of your spoken word, the freedom found in releasing resistance, the unstoppable force of faith, combined with feeling, the transformative strength of consistent affirmation, and the profound reality that you are a co-creator with the infinite. When you embrace these principles and live them daily, you step into a life where your desires flow effortlessly to you, where miracles become natural, and where your highest potential unfolds with grace and certainty. Trust in this power, nurture it with love and discipline, and watch as your world transforms before your very eyes, for you are truly the master artist of your own magnificent life.